Following an update to Sea of Thieves this morning, there are a list of fixes that have been made, which we will be going over. First, we'll go to Sea of Thieves official X account. Thank you for your patience, pirates. The Sea of Thieves servers are now back online. Bring in fixes for commendations, the Burning Blade, Skull Siren song voyages, and more. Read all about today's tweaks in the freshly minted release notes. So I'm going to have the release notes linked below in the description section if you want to go and read these yourself. Fixed issues for gameplay. Captain Briggsy's note will once again appear on ship's masts when the Skull Siren Song's voyage is ready to begin. Players speaking to Umbra while wearing specific cosmetics intended to unlock commendations will find that they can once again do so with the desired outcome. By the way, Umbra is now on Sanctuary. The island she previously was living on got turned into a skelly camp, so she had to relocate to Sanctuary, in case you were wondering where she went. Speaking of the skelly camps, multiple crew members entering the skelly camp and attempting to complete a single ritual at the same time will no longer be awarded the additional rituals released previously as part of an interim hotfix. So this was a issue that a lot of pirates took advantage of, which I personally didn't have a problem with because that was a mistake made by Rare. Now, it was brought to my attention that there were players that did a bit more than simply try and at the same time grab the ritual. 2 to 4 players depending the size of your crew. There were those that were interfering with their network connection while completing the ritual in order to get even more rituals. They have been punished by no longer being allowed to gain additional rituals. Once again, this was released previously as part of an interim hotfix. The Burning Blade. Crews pledging alliance to Flameheart will no longer be able to form an alliance with other crews while in control of the Burning Blade. I heard about this happening, so that was not intended. So you can no longer form an alliance with the Burning Blade if another crew happens to be in command of it. Treasure held within the Burning Blade will no longer be multiplied when the ship migrates across servers. This happened to us one time where we were on the Burning Blade and we moved servers for some reason, and we'd already sold our chest of fortune, and magically another chest of fortune appeared, and of course we sold that as well. But that was obviously not intended either to happen whenever the Burning Blade moves from one server to another. Players using bone callers on the deck of the Burning Blade will now find that skeleton allies are summoned to their aid as intended. And I hope this works both ways when it comes to boarders as well as defenders, because there were a few times we got jumped by multiple ships. They destroyed all of our skellies, and I was trying to summon bone callers to help me defend the ship, but nothing. Good news! Apparently the bone callers once again work aboard the Burning Blade. The flame rises. Crews pledged to the Burning Blade who hand in the stolen orb of secrets at Reaper's Hideout will now progress the ritual recovery commendation. And finally, performance and stability. Improvements have been made to the game stability on the PS5 when attempting to purchase ancient coins in-game Pirate Emporium. Of course, you gotta fix the microtransactions if there's ever an issue with that. That's like rule number 1 when it comes to most live service online games. You gotta make sure the microtransactions work. In case you're wondering about the download sizes, there they are on the screen. Each one's a little bit different. The Series X 1.69 gigs, Series S 1.74. Same thing goes for the Xbox One X and the regular Xbox One. The Microsoft Store is almost 2 gigs. Meanwhile, over at Steam, it's 1.64 gigs, and the PS5 is surprisingly the smallest one at just over half a gig. And if you want to read about more stuff they did in Sea of Thieves here and here, this is linked below in the description section. In the words of Columbo, just one more thing was mentioned by both Sea of Thieves official account and their info and support accounts. In addition to the issues targeted by today's hotfix, we are aware of further exploits being used by some players in command of the Burning Blade. Please be assured that we are also working on resolutions for these to be implemented soon. I was reading over the replies on the Sea of Thieves X account, and a lot of people are rightfully complaining about Hourglass having issues. Riley and Bounty Hunter, they like to play Hourglass, and they've been having some problems with Hourglass, like trying to get matches to occur. Sometimes they'll get some matches, and sometimes they'll go hours without finding a match in Hourglass. That's something that Rare needs to seriously address in the future when it comes to Hourglass. And even though I don't really play Hourglass, I do have some ideas about how they can improve it. I might do a video about that sometime in the future. But anyways, those are the patch notes for today in Sea of Thieves. Thoughts, views, opinions, welcome as always below in the comment section.